In question 5, we're given this polynomial, and we're told that p and q are constants, so they're the coefficients of x squared and x. Next line, you're told f of x is exactly divisible by 2x minus 1. Immediately, I think factor theorem, and I'm going to write that down straight away. That means f of a half equals 0. Okay, continuing to read that sentence. We're also told when f of x is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is minus 7. So the remainder theorem tells me that f of 1 equals minus 7. They've obviously told me that for a reason. I'm going to have to use that. Okay, part A says find the value of p and value of q. So p and q are in here. So if I substitute these values into the function, hopefully I can use that to help me find p and q. So let's try that out. So substituting in a half first, I've got 6 half cubed plus p of a half squared plus q times a half, so q over 2 plus 8, and from the factor theorem that equals 0, which I've already written down. Then I'm going to do my cubing and squaring. I get 6 over 8 plus p over 4 plus q over 2 plus 8 equals 0. I'm going to make my life easier and get rid of those denominators by multiplying through by the biggest denominator, which is 8. So then I get 6 plus 2p plus, say, 8. If I times by 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4q plus 8 times 8, 64 equals 0. I can multiply through by 8 because on the other side we've got 0. 0 times 8 is just 0. I'm now going to move the numbers to the other side. So I've just got p's and q's on one side. So I get 2p plus 4q equals minus 70. And I can just simplify that a little bit by dividing by 2. So I get p plus 2q equals minus 35. So I still can't find out what p and q is just yet. So I'm going to now substitute in f equals 1 into, x equals 1 into the equation for f, and equate that to minus 7. Substituting in 1 gives me 6 plus p plus q plus 8 equals minus 7. That's because all the coefficients, they're all the coefficients of x cubed, x squared and x, and they will all be 1. Going to move all the numbers to the left hand side, and I end up with p plus q equals minus 21. So now I've got two equations for p and q. I'm going to want to substitute one into the other, so I'm going to rearrange this one to get p on its own. So p equals minus 21 minus q. And now I'll just number these 1 and 2. I can substitute 2 into 1. So I get minus 21 minus q plus 2q equals minus 35. Rearrange that and I get q equals minus 14. P p equals minus 21 minus q, which I worked out earlier. So p equals minus 7. And we found p and q. In part B, I need to factorise f of x completely. I've already got one factor, so I need to find the other two. I know there's going to be 3 because it's a cubic equation, so there's 3 values of x that would work. So I'll use long division. So I'm going to divide in the factor that I know is a factor, so that's 2x minus 1, into my equation f of x. And now I can put in the values of p and q. So it's 6x cubed, p is minus 7x squared, q is minus 14, so minus 14x plus 8. So first of all, I think how many 2x's go into 6x cubed? And that is 3x squared. So I multiply 2x minus 1 by 3x squared to get 6x cubed minus 3x squared. And I'll subtract these. These cancel, that's why I chose that factor. The 6x cubed cancel, sorry. And then I'm doing minus 7x squared minus 3x squared, so I'm effectively adding on 3x squared here. That's minus 4x squared. And then I'll bring down the minus 14x. So then I think, how many 2x's go into minus 4x squared? And that's minus 2x. And I multiply minus 2x by 2x minus 1. So I get minus 4x squared plus 2x. And I subtract these. The minus 4x squareds cancel, and then I do minus 14x, take away 2x, and that's minus 16x. And I bring down the 8. How many 2x's go into minus 16x? Well, that's minus 8. So I'll multiply through 2x minus 1 by minus 8 now. So I get minus 16x minus 8. The 16x's cancel, plus 8. That should be a positive 8 there. Plus 8, take away plus 8 is 0. And that confirms that 2x minus 1 is a factor because there's no remainder. Right, having done that, I now know that f of x equals 2x minus 1 times 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. So I just need to factorise this quadratic to get my final factorised f of x. So you just need to have a think about that. It's your basic factorising quadratic, which you learned at GCSE. So it's 2x minus 1. I've already had a think, so I know that it's 3x plus 4 and x minus 2. And now f of x is fully factorised.